want to be a leader, could I not be in charge of the finances?
If you
like,
are,
since you a man, like you know how some men, I don't want you to do any of it. I'm better than you with money, just hypothetically.
Yeah.
You will let me pay for it, do everything, or you gonna say, no, I'm gonna take over?
No, if you are skilled enough, if you make more money than me, right? I don't care. That's not what makes me a leader.
Right.
Right? If you're good at it, you making sure bills are paid. It's plenty of women who do that for their husbands all the time.
That's what it used to be even back in the traditional day. The man was really strong and physically able to go get money. And so most of the jobs that paid well back in the day were high labor jobs. And what they would do, they'd get their check and hand it right over to granny.
So you give me your check?
If you was better at finances than me,
yes.
Cause I'm not ego driven.
But you not better. What's up, everybody? It's Treade the Great, and this is Just Daniel.
Daniel, baby.
Welcome to another episode of All Things Connected. Today we want to talk about multiple things. We want to talk about multiple things, right? The gender war. We want to talk about traditional versus modern values, and the fighting and the clashing that we see all over the internet. I see it all the time on the Breakfast Club. You see it on these YouTube channels. It's the red pill, the blue pill. All of these conversations, we want to give our perspective on it. So let's talk about it. Start with traditional versus modern. And let's start off with like your relationship. I know we were raised in a certain home. We were raised in a traditional, like very tough, religious, fear-based environment.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I know you and Niche been married, 10 years, going on 10 years. Congratulations on that. And it was some things that you had to learn and unlearn to make your relationship successful. So I remember one conversation we had. You said, D, no relationship is the same.
Yeah.
Everyone is unique. So let's talk about like those traditional values that you feel like that works, and then some modern things that you feel like can also work and add value to any relationship.
Oh, yeah. So, dang, that's a good one. So traditionally, the man works, right? And the woman takes care of the house.
Sure.
Right? Depending on, and it's always unique. If you have somebody who, look, you can go to work, you can make some money, and I'll stay home. And I'll watch the kids. And we don't got to do XYZ. That works.
Yeah.
That can work for you and your specific marriage. But if you got a spouse who they want to get out, they not homebodies.
Sure.
Right? That ain't going to work. Like a one income person, unless you a high 1% earner, that ain't gonna work. So first off, now the tradition goes out the window for this particular instance. The wife gotta work.
Yeah.
Because you saying, yeah, I want the big old house. I want my own car. When we grew up, we had one car.
Sure.
All of us packed, 6 people packed into one car.
Yeah.
Right? Now my wife want her own car.
Yeah.
I want my own car because I didn't have my own car since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Right? Then, now, my wife, she worked 40 hours.
Sure.
Right? We in Houston. Man, it's 45 to an hour and a half worth of traffic.
Yeah.
Right? So, traditionally, men don't cook. Men don't be in the kitchen. Men don't... Okay. You talk about traditionally. My baby got a little trigger when I said, all right, we go. So I had to take that aspect, right? Of like, man, you got to be what the true intent of it was, which a helpmeet, right? Now you do got certain roles, like certain stuff, like I'm not going to be the primary for.
Yeah.
This is me and my relationship. Like I still got to do maintenance around the house. My wife ain't touching that. Like when the trash get full, she don't take it out. She say, "Dang, take out the trash. Zip it up, take it out." Right? Lawn. That's me. So I still have certain things that, like, that's my responsibility.
Sure.
So you still got to have certain things that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? And that don't, and like for me, I'm the breadwinner in this relationship. Right? But recently, like, we merged our stuff because what happens is she do her thing with her finances, I do my thing with my finances, and we may not know what's going on. So we got to nip that in the bud. Right? So now we got to merge our finances. I'm completely aware of what's going on. She's completely aware of what's going on. And it works for us. Some people may not want to do that.
Yeah, man. I'm going to say it's a lot of people like...
I was like that for a long time.
I'm not putting my money together with you.
Yeah.
Cause how long we been married?
Yeah.
You pay your... Whatever we decide you going to pay. I'll pay whatever I decide I'm going to pay. And we going to keep it like that.
Yeah. And it works for some people.
Yeah.
And so I think traditionally I had to, like I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
My wife likes to be social. She likes to be around people. She gets energy from that energy. It's draining for me.
Yeah.
Like if we out for too long and there's too many people around, like I'm just like, yeah, I'm vibing with my baby, but that ain't my environment.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, like I love being with her.
Yeah.
She loved being with me. And so for the longest time, she'd be like, "Hey, let's go here." And I'll be like, "I'm cool."
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm like, "I ain't go have your fun." And then that just turned into like, now she'd go out and then I'd just be sitting on the couch. And then same thing I told you with my homeboys, like, bro, we invited you out every time.
You always say no.
Always say no.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna skip the process. I ain't even gonna invite you out no more. And now I feel like, you ain't invite me out, babe.
Right.
I didn't invite you out 30 times. You said no every time. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be the same.
We ain't give you no invite no more, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, so what it sounds like I'm hearing is like you feel like traditional values, you feel like natural instinct or the thing that comes natural is the role that becomes the role. So you said like when the trash get full, like I'm stronger. Like I'll just take out the trash. So that just automatically, naturally becomes your role. Not saying that she can't take out the trash. Not saying that the girls can't take out the trash. However you like, it's just easier for me to lift that load.
No, I don't think that. I think today, modern society, it's a mix of both.
Exactly.
Like, in just my opinion, like, you can't say modern, and then try to get traditional.
Traditional, when it benefits.
When it benefits you. I'm huge like, you can't just do this when it benefits you because you can always move the goalpost.
Sure.
We can never have a standard, a set thing that, like, this is the standard. You can always say, oh, well, I'm a modern this, I'm a modern that. And it's like, why you want to talk about that modern when it comes to take out this trash? Like, are we equals? All right, well, let's both get out here and cut this lawn.
Yeah. So do you believe in equals?
No.
So the 50-50 thing is not, that's
I don't think that there are two equal people on the planet. Me and you ain't equal. As men.
Yeah.
We not equal.
Yeah.
You are better at certain things and I'm better at certain things. I'm stronger than you at certain things and you stronger than me at certain things. We ain't equal. The closest that we have, I did a paper on this in college. The closest time that we are equal is at birth. But even that is a huge gap because of genetics.
So why do you think this 50-50 conversation goes viral?
Because it sounds good.
But it got to be some level of validity and truth to it. Like people really think and feel this way. Like I'm not going 50-50 with my man on nothing. I ain't going 50-50 with my lady on nothing. Look, your wife over there, period, poo.
Because that's not. Great friend of mine at the time, she said, marriage ain't 50-50.
Who your great friend?
Renee. I said at the time. At the time, babe. She said marriage, she's like, it could be 70-30. Either way.
Right.
Right. At sometimes I can be giving 90%. She could be giving 10%.
Yeah.
Other times she could be giving 100% and I ain't giving nothing.
Yeah.
Like 50-50 sounds good, equal sounds good. These are great buzzwords, great attractive words that people use to represent marriage, but that's not the reality. That's ideal.
Yeah.
How could it be 50-50? We work 2 separate jobs. We make 2 separate incomes. What you do is different than what I do. Physically, we're different. Mentally, we're different. My wife could be smarter than me at certain things.
Yeah.
Like my wife.
Your wife is smarter than you, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Right. She is. Right. She makes sure that I engage my own family at times.
Yeah.
Because she's so family oriented.
Yeah.
That ain't 50-50. That's 100% her sometimes. Because I done said I ain't doing it.
Yeah, but I think the 50-50 conversation come in with like
Finances. Okay.
Like, I really
So
think
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't make the exact same amount of money. We can't pay 50-50 on bills.
Yeah.
I pay the majority of the bills in my household because I make the majority of the money. That's who I am traditionally as a man anyway.
See, traditional value.
Yeah.
That's your traditional value coming up.
For sure. At one time, like, my wife wasn't paying hardly nothing.
Yeah. And you ain't had no problem with it.
And I
You
ain't
just
had no
like,
problem with it. If I could.
and now you gonna have all the ladies on YouTube. That's a real man right there, baby.
Nah, that's different.
Wait for your wife and your family.
Nah. And this is the thing about my wife. My wife ain't never
Required that.
She ain't ever required that, nor would she
Made
say,
you feel less than if you
you're
could.
not a man if you don't pay 100% of the bills.
Yeah. Man.
We would have nipped that in the bud a long time ago.
And that's my perspective. Like 50-50, cool. Like 60-40, all of the numbers is cool, but we in this together. And
That's
whatever
all I'm
that
saying.
looks like, so you got a bunch of single people championing this stuff and ain't had a man or had a woman in years and they talking
Or a
in the
healthy
comments.
relationship.
Or a healthy relationship. When you love and care about somebody, you ain't even going into this situation thinking about a number. Excuse me. You're not thinking about it. You just like, I want to be around this person. So whatever that looks like, that's what it looks like. And so like, I think for talking heads, for internet clicks and views, like that sounds amazing. It keeps people talking. However, when you care about somebody, when you invested in somebody, I don't care that I may have bought you a Louis bag. You might got me just some cologne. It don't matter. It's really just the thought that counts in this. Like, so I ain't saying, man, I paid $5,000 for a bag. You only got me an $80 fragrance.
Right.
It don't matter when you love somebody, bro. And then I feel like even that's why we can't set those like type of standards, because as love evolve, as the relationship gets more mature, a lot of that stuff go out the window anyway. You know what I mean? Like it just like, because what happens, like, yeah, you the breadwinner now, and not just you, but one person can be the breadwinner now. Life can be going so amazing for you now.
Right.
But what happens if it switches, it changes? Because that's the reality of life. Stuff changes.
All the time.
She can become the breadwinner. Now you want to hold to these 50-50 conversations.
I think you got the power because
Yeah.
you make more money.
And we started off paying $750 rent.
Yeah.
So now we're paying $1,800 rent.
Yeah.
Things move. Like, so that conversation is really like not a valid conversation because things change and it always moves. So, but let me ask you this. So what's in your mind, and answer this, because your wife right here, she ain't gonna care. What's the order of the household then? Or do you believe in the order of the household?
Man, I kind of threw away that tradition, that traditional part of me. Like, now I still believe that the man is the head of the house.
Okay,
I do.
So you ain't threw away nothing.
No, but not like so. The reason why I say that is because it's just for me, right? In my household,
Yeah.
like I know for us under my leadership for real, which is it's a partnership. It's not like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
I think traditionally that's what it turned into. I'm the head of the house, and so do everything that I say and I lead in every area of our life.
Okay, that's that. I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
What do you believe is the order for you now?
And that's what I'm telling you. The order is still me as the head.
Got you.
And the reason why is because ultimately it's my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I love my wife. She can't protect this family the way that I can.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, like, she ain't even built like that. Now, my wife is a straight fighter.
Yeah.
She can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody come up in this house,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take care of that.
Sure.
See what I'm saying?
So
that's
what's
just on the protection.
So what's your
side.
order?
Me, my wife, these
Mhm.
kids.
That's a traditional order.
Yeah.
That's a very traditional. So you do believe in a traditional order. It's fine.
Yes. Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is
You
the
won't abuse
traditional
it.
of exactly the tradition of I lead in every area. Nah, I know where my wife is great at. I know what she's amazing at.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I
You-
think
you
the
lead in
conversation
that.
further.
And that's what
Because
I'm
we
about to go
just
to.
stop at traditional. It's the man,
Yes.
the wife, the children,
Yeah.
and everything falls and flows from that. But it's just like at
not true.
times, sometimes the wife need to take the lead and take the head because
And that's
she's
why I
better.
said. That's why I said it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Great.
So let me ask you this. If I made more money, whoever you're dating or who you married with, they're making more money than you, would you let them lead and take over the finances? Or since you think that you're a man, I got this.
Oh, great question.
I'm gonna handle these bills because that's what I do.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that? What's your take on that?
You want to go?
I can go.
Go ahead,
You
go.
This is my take. Just because you make more money, that doesn't mean that you are the leader or that you are great with finances.
Yep.
You can make all money and piss it away.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you make $250,000 and you spend $350,000.
Exactly.
How you the leader?
Exactly.
You have poor money management skills.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No matter how much money, you know how to get money, you know how to make money,
yeah,
but you don't know how to handle it.
no.
Yeah.
You have not developed that skill set in order to lead this family in that. Because if I let you lead, just because you make that much money, you know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
We going to end up divorced, or we going to end up homeless,
Yeah.
or we going to end up with these lights off.
Yeah.
So if I'm a good leader, could I not be in charge of the finances?
If you
Like,
are,
since you a man, like, you know how some men, I don't want you to do any of that. I'm better than you in money, just hypothetically.
Yeah.
You will let me do everything, or you just gonna say, no, I'm gonna take over?
no, if you are skilled enough, if you make more money than me, right? I don't care. That's not what makes me a leader.
Right.
Right? If you're good at it, you making sure bills are paid. It's plenty of women who do that for their husbands all the time.
That's what it used to be even back in the traditional day. The man was really strong and physically able to go get money. And so most of the jobs that paid well back in the day were high labor jobs. And what they would do, they'd get their check and hand it right over to granny.
So you give me your check?
If you was better at finances than me,
Yeah.
yes. Cause I'm not ego driven.
But you not better.
I'm the better at that.
At that specific, exactly.
So that's what I say.
We ain't saying you bad. You just ain't better.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. And that's another thing too. Like, I don't have to have all of the finance. If we both equally good, or you good, but I'm just better, but you not bad at it, you can handle your finance.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. And then because if we both are good, then we gonna set up a budget. We gonna set up a fund to do date night, to do trips and all. It's gonna be easy, but that's not really what happens
Exactly.
in the majority of marriages and relationships. Somebody is better, like, by far.
Exactly.
In different areas of people's lives. So, if you make more money and you good with it, dang, I didn't got me. I got me one. And I'm gonna love on you how I need. The problem is, for real, is that you gotta start doing stuff that it don't even got nothing to do with money.
Sure.
Like, the money, like, that's why you got people in great relationships. Well, they in relationships with people who have a lot of money, but the money don't make your heart hurt.
Yeah.
The heart doesn't, The heart is dead, but you got a whole bunch of money, you got a whole bunch of bags, you got a whole bunch of shoes, and it doesn't mean
you take trips so it looks like you happy, but you ain't really engaged and involved in that relationship. Nah. It's just what you can get out of it.
Yeah, so even at 50-50 conversation, like, nah, you know what I want? Like, I want you to equally think about me. Yeah. I want you to equally show and prove your love. Yeah. I want you to engage me. Like, that's what I want. Like, if we 50-50 on anything.
Yeah, let me tell my baby I love her real quick while you at that.
I already know.
Love you, baby.
What's up, love bug? Like, he over there caking. I got mine here right here. You feel me, baby? How you doing, baby? For real. And that's what I had to get back to that. So traditionally, right, we saw the men I provide. That's it. Yeah. Intimacy. Yeah. And relationship.
But I think that's where I think the conversations have to go further. You have to hear both perspectives from not a toxic, I'm trying to prove my point. I'm trying to prove your point. Like, let's get thorough understandings of where we're going, because at the end of the day, we got to do it together. Most of these conversations I'm hearing on these podcasts and these YouTube, like they're more destructive than, like rebuilding and joining together. Yeah, than constructive. Yeah. Like, it's so I wanted to have this conversation because like there's a dialogue that needs to happen between the two individuals. Or it's a totally different demographic of people out there that's living their lives and thrive in relationships. And they looking at this like, man, y'all talking trash, but they not bold enough to get on camera. And
they just silent.
And they just silent.
That's
exactly. It. And so like, I wanted us to have the conversation because we promote family, man. We promote relationship and togetherness. And there is a way where some of the traditional stuff work and some of the modern stuff work. Yeah. And we can marry all of those things in. I know one tradition that like didn't bother me at all. People like, man, do you need a wife that can cook? I was like, nah, I'm an executive chef, bro. Like, I don't really need
We learned how to cook, bro.
And life ain't even set up that way. We so on the go now to where we grabbing fast food or grabbing quick stuff. Like, yeah, it's times where we can meal prep and stuff like that. But the majority of my eating is just like, I'm on the go. I just grab some, so I don't really need that. And then if I need that, like, I'm the cook. Like, my food is amazing. Food so cold. I don't need my wife to be traditionally that. And so, like you said, it is kind of like a case-by-case basis. And that goes to show you, like you just said, I'm strong in finances. Well, I'm strong at cooking. So do I just, traditionally, you supposed to go in there and cook for me. No, I'm better. Yeah. And then not only am I better, I can teach and train my wife to be a great cook. So that's not a deal breaker for me.
And so that's
or cleaning. I clean my own house. I fold my own clothes.
We clean together.
Why do people feel like when I get a person, I just got to stop everything that I was doing? Man, you already was maintaining your crib. You was already doing your laundry. You was already folding your clothes. You were already doing this thing. Now you got a woman. You like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got a woman that she need to clean the house. Man, that's so lame, bro.
That's the thing. Like, so you said something. I gotta ask you the question now. With me and my wife, like I just realized, like she too tired, bro. Yeah. Like I can't, and I can cook too. Yeah. Like, I can't cook better than you, bro. I can cook better.
You see how I did that, y'all? What the camera right here? What the camera here? You see how I did that, y'all?
Yeah, my baby can cook. Like,
Keep the house safe from 101.
I know my baby can cook.
Yeah.
But I can get in that kitchen and do some things.
Yeah.
I've had life experience. Like, I've learned a couple tricks. Like, you just taught her how to make korma. I'm like, babe, I've been making korma. Yeah. Like, just something simple. Yeah. Right?
But it wasn't my korma.
Nah, it wasn't your korma. Nah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta stop having these polarizing opinions. Like, if we married, then we supposed to be doing life together. Yeah. How come we saying we doing life together, but
we breaking down individuals?
You only do this. Like, for real. If I really like, hey, Nisa, I need you to take out the trash, she gonna take out the trash. Yeah. It's just me being honest. Yeah. And so that's the requirement. Yeah. Like, if my baby really asks me, or I see it, she don't gotta ask me. I see my baby dog tired. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna go ahead. You gonna take this night out. Either I'm gonna go get some food, I'm gonna cook. Yeah. Like, that just is. we got to get back to that. Like, I care enough about you to, even though this is the traditional way, I gotta unlearn that because that doesn't work for me and my spouse.
Yeah.
Or if it does work for you and your spouse, good.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the order for you in your household?
Man, I'm gonna be the head of my house, man, just because that's how I'm wired. I was raised by strong men, and that's how they equipped us. Like, and then I think I think our biology and our nature kind of helps us in our roles as well. Like, a lot of that stuff I think now the traditional values that we have, we use it to weaponize and to attack one another. The stuff still works, you know what I mean? But it's in the context of, before all the civilization was like this, men went out to hunt for the food. We stronger, we're faster, we wired a different way. Instinctively, I'm just better at this. That's cool. You gonna stay back and nurture the children. Take care of the village. It's fine. Nobody was saying like, oh no, but I can't. I ain't saying that they can't come out here and can't do it.
Right.
But like, it's just easier. It's just like this. Would you want to take your daughters to a daycare full of men?
No, you're not gonna do that.
Naturally, I'm like, hold on, it's kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't want to take my sons to a daycare just full of men. Would you want the nurturing of a mother of a woman? Like, you want them to, you get sick right now? Here goes some soup. It's different coming from your wife, your woman. Like, baby, I got this, and then let me check your temperature.
Yeah, she gonna give you a little touch.
Just naturally, they got that touch of love, like, that a man just can't do. That's just what it is. And so if somebody break into this home right now, guess what I expect to happen? Me and you to get our asses up and go put our life on the line.
Yeah.
For these women that's in this house and these girls. Period. I'm like, so naturally, but that ain't an excuse for me to say, well, because I got to put my life on the line, then you got to do this, this, and this. No, I'm not using my superpower to abuse a situation. Yeah. And so the natural order for me, like, I will always be the head of my house, bro. That's just how I'm wired. Like, and then my wife gonna come, and then my children gonna get in line. That's just what it is.
Do you think in our current society that women can lead?
Hell no, I don't think women can lead. I'm just playing, y'all. I just want to use that as a real
clickbait. Yeah, because I'm just looking at the different dynamics of men and women and where we are. It don't got nothing to do with education or money. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at like skill sets.
Yeah.
Right? Leaders have certain skill sets. Mm-hmm. That's why I can get around you or me and my wife. Like, I recognize, like, now my wife is good at that. Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
Right? I know I'm going to do my thing when it comes to stuff that I'm good at. Right? Yeah. I think that good leaders allow others to lead.
You hit it right on the nose. We be trying to be everything and dog ourselves tired because you're trying to do everything.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of a relationship is to make life easier. Yeah. It's the whole purpose. But if I'm trying to, I didn't work my butt off to build the house, and then now I'm trying to give all my input on home decor when your wife is clearly better than you at home decor. Man, just go sit down, bro. Like, let her do her. Go build your man cave if you want to. But like, man, like, you can't try to be all things. Simply put, man, we got to learn that we're better together. Yeah. It's going to be strengths and weaknesses that you have versus strengths and weaknesses that this person have. And when they come together, we're better. Yeah. It exponentially, that's your word, right, moves us forward like way faster. We see it. And so like, that's how I feel. Yes, women can lead. Yeah. Like, what do we like?
Can they be the leader in a household?
Can they be a leader in the household? Yeah, they can.
Would follow up? Mm-hmm. Could you be a stay-at-home dad?
Hell no.
Yeah, I know.
I go crazy. Kids drive me crazy. I ain't built like that. I need the nurturing of my woman to come and nurture these babies. Yeah. Man, even think about that, bro. Like naturally, Like, I think we get away from the natural order of things. Like, naturally, that child don't even know you, for real. Like, they didn't heard your voice. That baby has been brewing in that woman's stomach for 9 months. She's been carrying it. She hears his voice, blood flow, connection, heartbeat. Like, that baby needs to be under this. And you ain't got no milk for it. Or you gonna go get your Enfamil or your... She got everything the baby needs with her.
Yeah.
Why am I trying to... But you got to get back to work. Whatever I need to do to provide for this situation so that my baby can stay home and take care of this baby. Put that breast in his mouth.
But what if she is the breadwinner? She making $250. Y'all lifestyle is like
Things
that.
can change. Then you, as a man, and if she's making that type of money, she got a good job with good benefits.
For sure.
She got paid time off, so the money still ain't stopping. Now.
Right.
And then you got to do what you got to do as a man. You just brought a baby into this world.
Yeah.
Go work 3 jobs, bro. I don't care what. Do what you got to do. But this baby needs to be nurtured by this mother. A lot of times we get outside of what's naturally just work. You never see an animal have a baby, then get back out there and just start. Nah, they cubs. It's just natural. It's just natural as it is. Now we can start trying to. It's just like the conversation, this fertility conversation.
Ooh.
Everybody, all these women champion freezing eggs, and when you hear it, it sounds good. It really sounds amazing. Yeah, freeze eggs, freeze. But then when you start looking at what that process really looks like,
Yeah.
it's so much harder to do that. Not saying it can't be done. You can do it. Number one, it's expensive as hell. Like, very expensive. So everybody can't even afford that. Like, so you got all this stuff going on the live stream, like, oh, freeze your eggs.
Yeah.
And you got people that's barely making, like, that's making minimum wage, thinking they can freeze eggs. And then they have these appointments and they like, all right, it's $10,000 to freeze 1 egg.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying it's not possible, but the natural way is just the better way, in my opinion.
But when you said that, I remember like us discussing that. I'm going to convince you that this is the right way to do it.
Yeah.
And because this is the right way to do it, or another way, a better way to do it, then I'm gonna give you this. I can sell you this.
Yeah.
My wife ain't got no problem getting pregnant. I go tighten up in that room right now.
Yeah.
If I miss that night, I got a whole bunch of other nights, and it ain't gonna cost us nothing.
Yeah. But even with that's true. But even with biology, as women get older, they just lose their eggs.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is, like, for women that has decided to chase their career, but they still want, babies in the future. Now this is the thing, but it's so destructive to put that on the airwaves and have everybody thinking that this is the easier option when we start going to talk about what that process really looked like.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so much harder, and it have these young girls thinking like, oh, I just put that on the back burner because I'm just gonna chase this bag. I'm gonna chase and it seems like it's a healthier option, or it is a different option. But then once we start unfolding the science behind it, the reality behind it, the cost of it, what your body got to go through, even if you freeze eggs, there's still a chance that can miss. Just like you going in and shooting and you say, I missed that and I got another opportunity. The same thing can happen. And now once you lose that egg, it's over with. It ain't like that egg just standing there like, hey, I'm here. You missed this time. Try again. Yeah. No, now you got to put another $15,000 down, another $30,000 process. And so we giving out all these unnatural things and making it seem like, oh, this is amazing. Like, and I just don't agree with that. Now, if you have fertility issues, I'm very sensitive to that. But you can't be responsible with your golden years as a woman and F off good men and have put relationships on the back burner. Now when it's time, now you ready for love. It's like, oh, I want to find love and okay, cool. Yeah. You can think that's the case, but somebody still got to wife you. Somebody still got to find you interesting enough to.
Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, find you interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Or when you freeze the egg, guess what? Let's say you did freeze the egg. You had the money and you got the process and you had a baby. You bring that baby into an unstable situation. Now that child, that's so selfish to me, D. That child is still going to be like, where's my father? I'm still growing up. This person got mom and dad. This person got mom and dad. So, like, what are we really trying to teach our modern women? Like, what are we trying to teach our women, period?
And I think that you made a great point. Like, I want it now. Yeah. That's our society now. Like, I want it now. I want McDonald's right now. I don't even gotta go get up and go no more. I can just
DoorDash.
order it on my phone now. Like, I don't have to move a muscle.
Yeah.
Right? And so everything is like, no, I want this now.
Yeah.
I want love now. I want everything, even though I did spend X amount of years chasing whatever.
Yeah.
And then once I figure out like, oh man, that ain't fulfilling. That's not sustainable. Now I want what I want, and I want it immediately.
Yeah.
But at the same time, very few people are saying, yeah, I thought the same thing, and then life smacked. This is what I love about life. I tell my wife this all the time. I say, man, people can argue with their spouse or their significant other. You can't argue with life. Life is very objective and it's immovable. Like,
Yeah.
look, if you go practice this certain action and it's not conducive to a successful, healthy relationship, a marriage, wife, kids, life's gonna be like you tricked it off.
Yeah.
You can't argue with me.
Yeah.
Cause it's all on you.
Yeah.
And that's in that situation, like, people are just saying, like, look, I know what they've been feeding y'all for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's messed up homes, it's messed up families, it's messed up neighborhoods, communities, country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So take it from us.
Yeah.
Like, but the youth all the time, you're not so receptive.
It's true.
Right? And you're going to get some pushback because now you're taking it personal. That'd be the problem with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You're taking it as a personal attack.
Yeah.
When really, I'm really just trying to give you some wisdom.
Yeah.
Right? And I hope I can say it in a manner that is acceptable and that I can plant this seed upon good soil.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm living it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to live this. Like,
Yeah.
I know 40-year-old women who now, they ready. They think, oh man, I did everything career-wise. And it's
They
like,
done climbed the ladder. They done making a great money. They done got their car. They done live in their condos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready now. And it's just like, okay.
And now we know dudes who you done had this beautiful woman, this loving woman, and then you didn't cherish it, you didn't value it. And now that loving woman, good dudes see that.
Yeah.
Come on over. He ain't know what he had. I'm gonna snatch you up here. I'm gonna show you this love in return. And then that person is like, man, I let a good one go. And
yeah, lonely by themselves.
yeah. So we can't keep acting like, oh man, it's only these women who like y'all hitting this wall and y'all lonely. Or men, like, bro, y'all both sides need to wake up. This gender, like, you ain't even know about no gender war when we was little kids.
I didn't hear about it, bro. I think this is a new thing, bro. I think this is a new conversation that's been having. And I think the unhealthier side of the conversation has been winning and been successful on these media outlets. And that's why we do what we do, because it's just like, man, at the end of the day, we were made to be together. We're just better together. And so, like, all of those blue pill, red pill guys, like, I be looking at them guys like, man, y'all are some straight clowns, man, because like it's like I said, it's like it's too far left.
That's the pendulum swing we talk about.
It's too far right. Man, life is this beautiful balance, man, and I think at the end of the day, like, once you find love, I don't care what them people sitting down saying on the podcast, man, love will conquer all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know I've been there before. I ain't getting married no more. I'm going to be a bachelor,
I remember.
successful career, making great money, traveling the world, hanging out with celebrities and entertainers and doing all of that. But nah, it was a missing piece. And I know what my missing piece was. So out of hurt, I'm saying that, out of disappointment, out of just tired of trying and it ain't working, like, nah, bro, man, that's it's not good for man to be alone, bro. Like, nobody should have to spend life alone. If you really, like, you don't need nobody. Okay, you said that, but let's talk about what that looks like. Yeah. You don't need nobody? Man, please. People couldn't even sit in their house in the middle of the pandemic, D. They got tired of just sitting at the crib. Yeah. For like 3 weeks. Yeah. Like, for sure. Man, we was just making grocery trip runs just to get out the house. That's the only thing that was open. Put y'all mask on. Let's go to the grocery store. Yeah. that shows you how valuable even just going to work is and dealing with some coworkers. The ones you don't like, the ones you enjoy. People are the most valuable thing on earth.
Message.
Easy. It ain't even
Period.
a
It's not even close. So
It ain't
why
even
we
close.
like? How you feel about some red pill, blue pill guys, man?
All you gotta do is listen, man. I like. I say this in any situation, and it happened. Just let somebody talk, and they are going to reveal what you need to be revealed.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no way in the world you gonna tell anybody to sleep with. One of the dudes said, man, I don't believe that a man should get married until he slept with at least 50 women. What? You telling me a young man should sleep with 50 women? Bro, you know how much risk you putting yourself at? 50 women? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not even, you don't have the capacity to build a healthy relationship. You see no value in the woman.
Or yourself.
Ooh.
Why do we think like sex is not just a physical act? Like you about to mess this little dude mind up with that information, bro.
Yes.
Because now even when he finds the one that he loves, he's comparing her to the 50. Like that's horrific. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like we have to start pushing healthy. If we want our country, society, our world culture to really shift and change so you got healthy people, that's why all this mental health stuff is going on. That's why people on antidepressants, anxiety medicines, because we are putting all this wrong messaging in the minds and the hearts of people, bro.
Ooh.
You can't tell no little dude, come on, bro. But then on the same, that'll be the same guy to say, but if a woman sleep with 50 men, it's haram. Like it's blasphemy. Like, come on, bro. Like, no, it's horrific information, bro. I would never teach my sons that. Never.
Yeah.
Like,
and then what you said, D, like the cure that you have to have because I gave you this fantasy.
Yeah.
Right? I told you that this was better when it's not.
Yeah.
So now, because you're practicing or you're consuming what I'm selling, now you get sick.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to sell you this depression pill.
Yeah.
Now I got to sell you this medicine. You got to take a dose of this every night. And because I saw it was a medicine. It was like years ago, late night talk show. It said, take this pill for like, let's say, upset stomach. May cause ulcers, headaches, blood clots. Like, you basically lose your life, right?
It may cause death.
Look, yes.
You may experience death.
And then you know what else it said? It may also cause upset stomach. What in the world?
What am I taking it for?
Like it's so bad. And so it's like it's so much stuff that is just inherently wrong.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's going to come from it is death, destruction, separation, torn relationships.
A bunch of broken people.
Individuals.
A bunch of broken people, bro, walking around.
And then because here's another thing too. Here's the thing that I don't even know if this is a traditional or a modern thing, but man, you gotta start taking accountability for what you're doing.
That's the truth.
Like at some point you gotta say, I messed that up. Like egos are so inflated on both sides.
Yeah, that's not a gender thing.
That's not a gender thing. Like it's admit when you wrong.
Yeah.
Or just stop doing the wrong.
Yeah.
Right? But don't get upset when somebody confronts you about it. Not like, oh, you was doing this. Like, nah, I didn't like that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not conducive.
I'm a man. That's what men do.
Oh.
That's just what we do.
That's why a lot of females are saying, like, y'all talking this traditional stuff, but we saw our mothers being cheated on. Under the guise of, I'm just a man. It's different for a man. I see her hurting.
Yeah.
And I see her holding you down.
Yeah.
And you taking advantage of that.
But that's what hard people do. That's what hurt people become hard.
Yeah.
And they change who they are. Man, like, there's great women out there that has been ran over, manipulated, like cheated on, and there's great men out there that's been, and you just become hard. And you become a savage. And it's easier to listen to that type of music or just a hot girl summer, get outside because you just got out of a 10-year situation or you just got your heart broken. It's easy to become the hot girl.
Yeah.
It's easy to listen to Future when you didn't put your all into a relationship. And that's why I say, like, heal. Like, take the time to heal.
Oh, you
Because if you don't really heal, bro, you're not going to be able to love properly. What we do is we don't heal, and then we just jump into situation to situation, and then we hurt people because hurt people hurt people. And then even in that, you choose hurt people because you hurt.
Yeah.
How could you see healthy if you hard? Nah, you need to get that heart back soft again. Forgive. Let some stuff go. Let some time go by. Get some therapy. Talk. Like, put some boundaries in place and say, this time I realize what I did in these situations. This time I'm going to set these things up. I cannot do this. Even if it's conducive to me, I cannot do this because it's going to lead me down the same path in my relational life.
Yeah.
All everybody looking for is a good relationship, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you said something, D. And I wholeheartedly believe this, like, not getting too comfortable in your relationship.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you are uncomfortable enough for the relationship to last. Meaning, it's easy to come home every day. Yeah, you worked 8 hours. Yeah, you was in traffic an hour both ways. It's easy to come home, order fast food, go in that bed, and watch movies all night. Right?
You just ran my day down.
It's easy to let yourself go, right? What's the first thing that people do once they end the relationship?
Start working back out, putting on clothes, getting outside. Even after work, I'm about to go home. I'm about to get back outside.
Where does burst of energy come from?
Exactly.
Like, where does desire to go to the gym come from?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to have it within your marriage.
In relationships.
If that's what you have that type of partner.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, people going to put on weight. People going to lose weight. I'm talking about just getting sloppy.
Yeah. Not
just in your appearance, in your approach, in your communication. Look, you gonna meet this new person. You know what you gonna present yourself as? A sweetheart.
Yep.
You ain't finna come talking to no new person with no funky attitude, with no bad breath, with no funk.
Yeah.
You gonna talk to them in a manner that's pleasant.
Yeah.
Now you may have some issues in your marriage
that
I need to learn how to communicate, and we gotta work through this so I can get back to that place.
Yeah.
Right? But we letting ourselves go in these relationships and thinking that the person's supposed to be satisfied with that.
And that's why you always have to understand that I'm in this relationship, but I still have a level of individuality. And so if I love myself properly, I'm not going to let myself go. Not just because you ain't attracted no more. I don't like myself with all this weight on me.
Yeah.
I don't like myself just being lazy and complacent. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
And to my core, I don't like not putting on clothes and getting my hair cut smelling good. I like that for me.
Yeah.
And because of that, you get to enjoy that. And so you gotta, even in relationships, like you said, like we get comfortable and we lose ourselves. But you gotta be able to pick yourself back up and think like, nah, this ain't who you are. Like, yeah, I done had a couple kids. We done had a couple kids. Yeah, they lives kind of pull from us. But like at a certain point, you got to fall back in love with you.
Yeah.
So that the relationship then can thrive and get better. It's just what it is. And then the kids. Man, I got so fat one time, D, bro. Man, I remember DJ and Tiger was like, Dad, come outside and play. Y'all go ahead. I don't feel like it. And I just would eat myself to sleep, bro.
Yeah. They
out there playing. I'm taking that. But they like, I want to experience life with my dad.
Yeah.
And I had to wake up and be like, man, you a bum. Like, you need to get back up. And so I changed my diet, got back in the gym, gained that energy back, and then I could play with them all day.
Exactly.
You are better not only for your spouse, but even for your kids.
Yeah.
Love yourself. It starts with loving yourself. If you can't love yourself,
don't
nobody want to love you.
D, I seen that, man. I was in a park one time, and there was this huge parent, and they 2 kids, and they would just run all over, and they want their parent. They couldn't get off the park bench, bro. Like, they went from the van to the park bench and they didn't move a muscle. They couldn't.
Yeah, man, we got to start dispelling that. Like, you hear all this unhealthy. Oh, why should they? They could be comfortable in their own body. Cool. That sounds amazing. But let's talk about what that looks like as we further the conversation.
Ooh.
You can't get out of bed. You're lethargic. You don't want to do nothing.
You hurting.
You got diabetes. You got high blood pressure. You can't just walk up a simple flight of steps without breathing hard. Like, that life costs you something. So it's good to, oh yeah, we're going to champion this and champion that. Like, that sounds good. But come on, man, is that a healthy life?
It's not.
It's not healthy. Like, I ain't talking about the look, because she can look good and I ain't even talking about the look. Is it healthy? When you go to sleep at night, are you really okay with that? When you look, strip off all the clothes, say, are you really happy?
Yeah.
And man, no. The answer would be no, bro.
Yeah. And you said something, live that type of life. You're dead in so many aspects of life.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to enjoy so many aspects of life. Are you really living life for real?
Yeah.
Like, really, we really gotta wrestle with that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the beauty of a good relationship.
It is.
My wife told me, she said, I'm not finna wait till I'm 60 to start living life.
Man.
If I say I preach finances, she preach that.
Living life.
Like, we gotta live. Like, we can't stay in this house as good as it is. No, like, we have to get out here and enjoy people, friends, family. Like, we have to live life. So, like, if you are at that level, like, I remember Granddad, like, he lopped off his toe. They lopped off his toe. He wouldn't change. Then they lopped off his foot. Then God rest his soul, he passed away. He didn't want to change.
Sure.
So he didn't live. And for us, seeing that, I thought 50 was older. I thought 50, 60, like, that's go time. Like, you gone. Them ages, because people in our lives, like, they were passing at that 50, 60-year-old mark.
Yeah.
And
that's
so,
young still, bro. 50 years old still young, bro.
Man. That's so young. But then you got to think, too, a good marriage, like, you're going to have such fulfillment, such joy, such happiness, laughter. Like, me and my wife, we get together, we laugh.
Yeah.
You know, like, we got inside jokes.
Yeah.
Like, they're so, like, that don't cost no money.
Sure.
Like, everything isn't always about money.
Yeah. But that's the messaging, man. And that's why it's good that we can continue these conversations. Because it's like, you know, me working in nursing homes, man, like, those people don't ever talk about money or possessions. Oh, I remember I had the new iPhone. They don't say that. They talk about people.
Yeah, nobody gonna say that.
Man, my wife died 10 years ago, man. I should love my wife. You know what I mean? Like, I just saw something on Instagram where a couple that was married 64 years, they both was on their dying bed and they was holding their hands and they died together, bro.
You sent me that?
I think so.
You did. And me and my wife, we looked at it. And I said, that's some notebook stuff.
Yeah, that's so much better than, that's so much better than, because you didn't develop the relationships with your children, you don't have no type of relationship, they put you in a nursing home, let you die and rot, and they continue to, it's so much better than me and my wife is together, and we can share our dying bed and with our kids, with our love, because we poured out the right things. Yeah. A lot of the information is a young man's sport. Like, a lot of the information that I heard on these podcasts, it sounds good when you're young. But as you get older, you start to see, like, man, I don't want to live no lonely life. They tripping. That independent stuff sound good. Man. I got $150,000 in this nice house and it sounds good. But if ain't nobody, man, this house is beautiful because Zoe's in it. This house is beautiful because Niche here, Dan here, Madison here. David can come over here and talk some stuff. This house is nothing without us. Yeah. Literally.
It's just wood and...
Yeah, man, I remember T.D. Jake said, like, even the home deteriorates faster if no one's in it. Yeah. Like, that goes to show you how powerful people are. Right. And we got to start preaching that people are the highest commodity. Not money, not your dream car, not your dream career, not your education, not your sporting event. None of that stuff is more important than us.
Period. It never has been.
True, so.
It never has been.
Another great episode of All Things Connected, man. it's our goal to like dispel a lot of this trash that goes out in the media. And so that's what we're gonna continue to do. I know we may get backlash. I know people, man, but what you do? Ask those questions. Ask. We want y'all to get in the comments and talk and, ask. Yeah, y'all don't agree. Let's have a conversation. But at the end of the day, we feel like we're better together by experience. And once you get the hurt, once you get the disappointment, once you get the letdown out of the way, I guarantee you, and start seeing clearly again, it all comes back to the relationship. And so, yeah, I'm Treade the Great.
I'm just Daniel.
And this is All Things Connected. We out.